My name is Brittany Schuster.
My name is Brooke Cooper.
I am Elizabeth Muller, and I live and am from Kearney,
Nebraska.
I live in Kearney, Nebraska.
Where do we begin? About 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with a rare disease called systemic scleroderma. Basically, scleroderma is just a disease that you produce too much collagen or too much scar tissue. Since mine is systemic, it affects my organs, particularly my heart and my esophagus. I have a couple other symptoms that all the other autoimmune diseases kind of share, but the heart has been kind of the major factor in this journey. It's an effort every single day to make sure that I walk that fine line of taking care of myself, but also being there for the ones that need me and for the ones that look up to me, like my little kids. I think that's the hardest part, is not letting them see a lot of the things that I feel. Two years ago, that was a wild ride. The next thing I remember, it just felt like a donkey had kicked me, and I woke up and doctors were all around and nurses were all around. I had a huge spotlight on me and I had defibrillator pads on me, and the look on my husband's face was awful. He had watched me flatline and had to get defibrillated back, all in front of him. And he was just kind of like a deer in the headlights, like really wide eyes, just super pale. And I just remember all the looks on their faces, and I think they were surprised I came back, but they weren't very confident that it was going to continue that way.
I had my second baby in November of 2023. And everything was going great. She came out great, and I started to not feel so well kind of the night after I had her. My best friend had came to stay with me in the hospital, and I just kept telling her, I don't really feel good. I feel like I'm out of breath. I feel lightheaded, and I just didn't feel right. And so then the next morning they came in to dismiss me, and I just said, I can't be dismissed. I don't feel right. Something's wrong. The OBGYN who was on call that day came in, and she just said, I think we need to rule out this thing called postpartum cardiomyopathy. She said, it's very rare. I doubt that you have it, but let's just rule it out. And so we did an EKG, and they didn't like what they saw in the EKG. And so they went ahead and did an echo. And on the echo, they saw that my heart was functioning at 10 to 15%. From there, they said we can put in an ICD. Basically, it's a pacemaker and a defibrillator, but the pacemaker is turned off until I need it, and the defibrillator is there if my heart decides to stop or needs help getting back on track. And from there, I was doing great and feeling good and just recovering and trying to regain my heart and get its functions back to where it should be. And then in April of 2024, my defibrillator went off. I dropped my baby on the floor and fell to the floor. From that point, my doctors decided I needed to go in for an ablation to fix my heart, because my heart kept going in and out of AFib quite frequently.
In early April this year, I went to my OB at 30 weeks pregnant and told her I was just feeling more short of breath, having heart palpitations, increased swelling, just in general wasn't feeling well. And having been pregnant 3 other times, I knew something was going on. So she referred me to cardiology, and I was able to see them about a week later. They kind of chalked it up to pregnancy too, but said, let's do this echo, because there's this really rare thing that can happen during pregnancy where the left side of your heart muscle gets weak. So about a week later, I had the echo. It was on Friday, April 25th. I received a phone call on Monday the 28th, I believe, from my OB telling me that I had peripartum cardiomyopathy. The cardiologist recommended that I deliver that week, and so my OB kind of gave me the option of when I wanted to deliver, and we chose Friday, May 2nd. On Friday, May 2nd, I was wheeled down to a standard OR and gave birth to my daughter Scarlett at 33 weeks. We had known since January that she was terminal, but we got 61 minutes with her. I went home from the hospital and didn't follow up with cardiology till 2 weeks later. And when I sat down with him, he told me that I was in severe heart failure. He told me that he believes that if I would have tried to carry Scarlett to 38 weeks, which was our plan, that I likely would not have survived the birth. Scarlett, she completed our family. I think there's a line of people that helped save my life, but I believe that because she was terminal, she was number one. And I'm really proud to say that she did save my life.
I think as women and as moms, we have to be tough all the time, and we have to just do. We're always doing for other people before ourselves. We always put everybody else first before ourselves. And I am learning through this journey that I can't do that all the time now. I have to take care of my body. And I mean, even now to this day, I have little ones, and I have to take care of myself first and make sure that I'm as healthy as I can be for them and for my family.
I'm so much more patient now than I ever used to be. You know, my heart flatlined 3 times, and I honestly didn't know if I was going to see my kids again. I find myself stepping back a lot more and really just taking in the environment, and that can be as simple as, you know, sitting on the back deck and just watching them jump on the trampoline. I look at life with a little bit different lens on now.
I just want people to advocate for themselves, and I want women to advocate for other women. I had a lot of women pushing me to be my own advocate, and then once I was, I had women, my OB, my nurses, when I was in the hospital, you know, taking care of me, and I just want women to advocate.
I have some amazing women in my life. I have a best friend, and she was there for me in the hospital, and she stayed with me. My mom stayed with me too, several nights too. But between the two of them, they just helped me be strong. And because they're women, and women understand women.
In our own heads, we're trying to sort out, do I even say this out loud? Is anyone going to listen? Is anyone going to care? And it just takes one person to say, I get it. I believe you. I understand. I may not know what to do about it, but I will listen to anything that you have to say, and we'll go from there together and try to figure out something to help you.